The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Army Black Knights, taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Buffaloes will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Line gets set, first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man down the middle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Comes out throwing on first down. Looking for a deep man. And the diving catch down the left sideline.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. This quarterback part of their running game. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Brings up.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. Trying play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Got it! And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Colorado!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean. And sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Black Knights will punt this one away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. At the 45 on his way. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, This is a program with multiple national titles. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Still on his feet at the 45. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generated a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play and that tackle.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The option look. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Army!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Colorado 14, Army 7.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
They're getting this guy lathered up. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get... And he intercepts it. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Black Knights! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Buffs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. Running back goes in motion. Handoff to the single back. On the move at the 30. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run, so now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Now on the option. Now the toss. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. The Black Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left side. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Colorado! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. San Jose State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Jeff Garcia, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 10 to Hawaii. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some...
And the ball is picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
The timing has to be so good. You're throwing it his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball they're thrown a little bit late, and as a result, it's an INT.
Handoff from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he knocks the extra point through the upright. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. fair catch called for and made. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
On the move. Powers through the defender. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. That's exactly what you'd expect from this brave old Army team, getting it done on the ground.
Yeah, they know who they are. They know what they want to do, and they're going to run the football at you early and often in this football game.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Right back to the well. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clogged.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. On the move. Inside the 40. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And the Black Knights with the 1st and 10. This is a designed run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And these linebackers are flying around, and they like to bring the boom. What a great job playing physical, setting the tone and letting them know, don't come over the middle of my field.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown, Army! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to move it through the air. Steps away to find some room. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he...
He's off to the races. The 20, inside the 10. Touchdown, Bucs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he finished things off racing 63 yards to the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Beard. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to...
Lost one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Let's see what they've got on second down. Defense playing a bail technique. Wide receiver shows motion. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. They're working that left side. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The Black Knights want to move quickly. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Crosses to 40. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The DBs will back off a bit. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
The offense gets pretty lucky there. 3rd down in your own end. You're throwing to try to get the first. That ball just a little bit late, and as a result, they're lucky that wasn't a pick 6. On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires to the tight end. Will
not get there. A fourth down stop. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you fail. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Got room at the 35. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be...
Touchdown, Colorado! And the stomping has commenced. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. ULM is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 21 to James Madison. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They'll throw it on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Black Knights!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Still down big here in the third quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Here comes the offense on first down. They go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, it's a reverse. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the route is on. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
The hand to the running back. Headed to the end zone. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and
Touchdown, Buffs! And the beatdown has ensued.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he puts through the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Pulls it and fires to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They want to run this quarterback. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fast motion from the offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
After the misfire, now on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. A third and long coming up here. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Gets it out quickly. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Finds his man, and they convert. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Army! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the third quarter and get it back with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive.
Hey, that's a live ball. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll give it to the back. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Might as well stick with him. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Colorado 63, Army 35.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming.
Cut, cut, cut. Tuna.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Army.
On the double.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down.
Yankee blue. Yankee blue. Terrier. Ready.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Underneath toast the coverage, got it deep downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Black Knights!
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Past the 30. Running toward the tape. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Toss to the outside. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! And the punishment has been extended. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Mississippi State endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Stark Vegas, and the Bulldogs came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Some misdirection with the counter. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He'll ride his man on the option. At the 35, he's loose. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And the fullback, this takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it, too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
Running with power. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Wide out in motion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
He's like a loose boulder, just caroms his way to the 32.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they take a knee on fourth down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.